Morning, family, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Rion. Quite an amazing and extraordinary dream time I just woke up from. Um, what I can tell you is that the upper dimensional thought forms and realities in which we all go hang out in 5D are being protected. I saw the shield, I saw the domes that go around our dream space for all of those in 5D ascending and all of those beings that wishing to maintain their higher frequency way of life. The elder gods and those upper dimensional beings which hold that space and resonate that level of awesomeness are in full effect and fully functionally guarding us from some of these lower thought forms. The key is to have the resonance to rise out of 3D and stay high. If you stay up in frequency, those guys are there to 100% protect you. Right now, let's kind of break down what's going on. I just woke up and I was like, you know what, we got to make a video today. I have some things I'd also like to share about what's going on around the planet. Right? I understand that the chemtrails are getting a little ridiculous, as you can see behind me. It's not a cloud. Right? And Sedona, I'm sure you guys might be used to it in your major metropolitan cities. Sedona has a population of 10 to 15,000 people, with lots of people that visit, right? But this morning, the sky was just, it's almost like it's being gridded with these different heavy metal chemtrails, for whatever purposes this it may be. Now, just so you guys know, if you don't know, I think you guys who watch my videos do know, some of the different order and operations of this stuff, right? I always, as I've grown, I always try to see the cup half full, okay? So I've been talking with my guides. I'm like, well, I know there's a pro and a con to this situation. Can somebody please explain to me the pros and the cons? Okay, so here we go. As what I've been expressed thus far. Mind you, I am a very fiery yang individual. As many of you guys know, I honestly don't feel like I come from this place, which many of you do and feel the same, which is fine. We are here to assist this planetary as it structure as it evolves. But let me explain how many of you will also get there. Oh goodness, here we go. What am I going to speak about today? Okay, so everyone knows what DNA is, right? DNA is amazing. Well, what if I told you that the more DNA you activate in that suit that you're rocking right now, the more of that extraterrestrial or terrestrial or upper dimensional or galactic version of yourself you will activate. Hence, more DNA chains activated, more access to upper dimensional frequencies and memories based upon where you were before you incarnated here. Okay, now when you guys first wake up, you're going to feel that you're going to go through 3 stages. Let's break these stages down. Okay, here we go. Number 1, you're waking up. You start to question everything. Okay, I call this the conspiracy theory stage. Basically, when I woke up 7 years ago, I want to know what is going on, why is the world like this, and who's responsible for it. I wanted to know who. I wanted to know their first and last names. I wanted to know where they were. I wanted to know what gave them the power or sovereignty over us to create some of these programs or reality matrix functions that basically fit into their motivations. I was very, mind you, I didn't say it like that then. Where are you? Okay, so being a little galactic cop down here, right, monitoring the surface as many of you guys are, and you maybe haven't figured it out yet. The main thing to grasp is that we are those thermometers, we are those temperature gauges, we are those consciousness gauges which monitor the surface of this world and relay that information up to our upper dimensional beings, which then can be voted upon in the collective consciousness, right? As far as what is the best motivation for us to move forward with. Okay. Stage 2. Alright, we're going to go ahead and clean up your this incarnation. Level 2 in the Ascension game is cleaning up everything since you were a little baby all the way to the present. That meaning every little negative experience you might have gone through, process, clear it. Everything that might have swayed your judgment, process, clear it. Every single addiction, process, clear it. Every single interaction, process, clear it. Okay? And this also falls into the category of your bloodline. What did mommy and daddy not process that what was handed off to you to process? What did grandpa and grandpa not process that was handed off to you to process? Okay? Great great grandpa, great 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 grandpa, grandma. Okay? Now, in mending and fixing some of these things, to understand that it's a responsibility for, if you are a vibrational being, let me explain some of the rules as they were explained to me. Vibration rules this universe. Fact. Okay? Now, that being the case, on a bloodline which you are attached to, almost like if you don't think about your bloodline, think about Wi-Fi. Think about ethereal connection. Think about the same blood that is inside of me, is inside of my sister, right? My parents, their brothers and sisters and whatnot. Here's the deal by being the head of your family and what that truly means. That means you have the responsibility of knowing, vibrating at a faster speed, and having access to more of that information that maybe they were unprivy to. Hence, when you go to Thanksgiving dinner, when you go to Christmas dinner, when you go out to go to Easter dinner, it is your responsible as the most balanced being in that room to control and balance the field. Okay? When I started to see my parents as kids, right? When you start to see your parents, the first stages, I see them as peers when you grow up and you're an adult. You no longer see them as mommy and daddy, and the whole world revolves around them. You start seeing them as peers, as friends. You start viewing and monitoring their actions as if they were your own. You start to get a true reflection of who they are and who you are, and why you are the way you are. What are the mannerisms that you possess that they also possess? Why, when you get upset, you sound a lot like your dad? Or or like your mom, whatever that may be, right? This is what I'm getting to. To choose a higher road, to choose a higher path, these pre-programmed DNA traits are something that you're going to have to take a look at, and why you respond to certain situations in this auto response program, right? Rather than actually viewing it from a different perspective, a higher perspective that maybe they weren't privy to, right, at that point where they learned that. Very important. Key, don't pass it on to your kids. It's our jobs being ascended beings as we rise up out of 3D to create this new generation of awesomeness and never give our kids these negative experiences. Try not to. Mind you, it's not, well, no one's perfect out there, okay? But I want to say some things like, you're having a conflict with your wife. What should you do? And there's the kid sitting next to you. Well, you take a deep breath, right? You go, honey, let's go talk about this outside. Watch your tone, men and ladies out there. Tone is everything. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Have a little patience and a little pause, right, in here, and understand the responsibility you hold, right, as a parent in that family. And those kids are going to learn every single mannerism, every single facial expression, every single tone of voice that you possess. I know that's a lot of responsibility, right? Here's what I'm trying to say. Just do it better than your parents did. Control your temper, control your emotions, breathe, and teach your kids to also express themselves in a very positive way while they're dealing with some negative stuff. There's other ways to do it, and I share this with you because there's something that needs to change on this planet, and I think that my indigo brothers and sisters are doing just that. And I just want to tip my hat off to you, right, and express that you are doing this job. Okay, back to level 3. Here we go. Level 3. Level 3 is actually processing past lives. Okay, who you used to be, what karma you might have created, what experiences you might have created, why you are the way you are in your bloodline. So you first must understand your bloodline, right? Then you can start tracing it back to past lives. Now there's past lives, right, that are connected to the suit through your blood. Okay? Then there's energetic past lives, right, that you have experienced. It could be on-world or off-world. Here's the key. Right now on Earth, what we're being asked to do is, can we take this, I call it a smoothie, all right? My berries are my Palladians, my bananas are my Arcturians, you know, my protein powder could be my Drakes, Reptilians, whatever that may be, right? My my spinach is my Andromedans. My high vibrational minerals that I put in there could be my Syrians. This is what I'm getting to. You have all these different types of beings attached to your stream. You have all these different higher vibrational versions of you connected to you in a third dimensional plane through Wi-Fi or crystal Wi-Fi or this ethereal cord, the silver cord. Here's the key. Whatever vocabulary term that you find is useful for you, okay? 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years ago, they didn't have Wi-Fi. They didn't understand what that is, okay? It's basically like your silver cord is an information chain of information that can process through this dimension into your suit and as you upload and download information. Moving on. Okay, so as you have all these amazing beings, right, attached to you, to understand this, and this took me a long time to figure out. All right. It's awesome to be powerful. It's awesome to have all of these ability sets. Here's my key go-to. If my inner child is not happy, me as an individual unit, right, of awesomeness is not happy. The inner child is happy, it's like a light bubble that goes around me and everything I'm connected to. Okay, the heart is the key to creator. The heart is creator, source, God, Yahweh, whatever vocabulary term, Allah, whatever that is for you. I'm just trying to express. The inner child is who walks you through the gates into heaven. Just want you to express this. Now, if you're more into the scientific version, the higher vibrational form of existence which exists outside of this plane of reality, that helps you. You don't have that, religious background. Well, the higher form of consciousness which exists all around us, but for some reason we're trying to get back to. All right, moving on. So, I have a trick before we get to the next stage. Okay. I saw this. I have to share it with you. I like coffee. I like tea, right? But it can be acidic on my tummy. So I make my coffee with alkaline water. That's level 1. But I saw a video. And it works. This is called Bob's Red Mill Baking Soda. Okay, I'm going to show you the proportion right now. Get a pH strip. You can test your coffee with, just using normal water. And when you do a pinch of baking soda, this Bob's, because there's no aluminum in it, right? You take a pH strip, try it again, the whole thing goes alkaline. So for you guys out there that love coffee but it builds up in your tummy and you get acidic, pinch of baking soda, mix it up, it's fantastic, you can barely taste it. Okay, moving on. What's the name of that? One more time. Bob's Red Mill Pure Baking Soda premium quality. You can, gluten-free. You can order it on Amazon, whatever. Like I said, I don't support the company. I mean, it's a great product. Check it out. Now, okay, so back to the stages. Right now on Earth, with back in full circle now to these chemtrails and things. What's trying to happen is there's trying to be a split in the population. Last night I was hiking on yesterday I was hiking on Cathedral Rock, and I'm up there and I'm staring at the sky, and I notice every single chemtrail that goes by me on an airplane. And I looked at those individuals around me. Not one person was making that conscious, connection to what's actually going on above their head. So this is what I wanted to express. No matter what level of consciousness or awakened version of yourself you are, what I can say is do your own research, study hard, and be a good student. Understand what some of these things are. But however, with this, do not fall into the fear. Okay? When they blanket the sky with this stuff, I don't want you guys to go into fear, like, oh my God, they're trying to poison us, oh my God, they're trying to, do whatever to us, right? Here's the deal. I figured some stuff out last night. It's kind of like profound, so I'm going to share a little piece of it, okay? Because I was in a full-blown discussion about this. On the cup is half full scenario, and the cup is half empty. We got the positive, we got the negative. Here we go. On the positive side, they were trying to express to me that some of the stuff that they're dumping in the air is also buffering some of the higher frequencies that are actually slamming into the planet, right? In their own fear-based programming, they think that they can reflect some of these higher frequency things, because if these higher frequencies obviously would hit the population, here's what happens. One, it can cause a lot of turmoil because of the programming that's been going on for the last, I don't know, 1,000, 10,000 years, right? And basically their entire control thing will evaporate and blow into pieces. However, at the same time, they want to give beings enough time to shift, right? And wake up and process their stuff. Okay, that's on the positive side. Now on the negative side, population control. I'm going to go ahead and say that. You guys want to watch some information on this, watch Corey Goody on Cosmic Disclosure. There's, like I said, I'm not, there's plenty of information out there if you guys want to see what this stuff is. I'm just reflecting what also the stuff I've watched on, different forms of media. Okay. Now, I'm not 100% sure with the stuff they're spraying in the air. What I can say is you can shield. Okay. I can say from a personal standpoint, when they first started doing this in Sedona when I was here, I did climb, same thing, Cathedral Rock. And I got to the top. There was an X above the mountain that they did with the chemtrails. And I did get a cough for 3 days. That was about 3 years ago. Since then, I have not been affected by this, mind you. What I can say is that there is something that we must all learn how to do, and that is shield properly. And I'm gonna try to show you how to do that. Mind you, don't be be wise. If they're doing that stuff in the sky and it's really thick, maybe not the best time to go outside and hike, especially at altitude, and breathe that stuff in. You can also, I had a shawl I put on, so I was breathing through. I had like a scarf or whatever you can put around you. What else? There's something you can do as well when we're all in golden spheres of light. Everything is energy, right? To flex your abs and press your energy out, your field, and then rotate that from right to left around you, and to put that level of protection around you as you're walking around. Very key, because you are conscious of the decision. As I get more into these discussions and these more advanced thought forms, I realize that the power that we hold inside of ourselves can trump anything that's thrown at us. These suits have been around a very, 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 very long time. Not only that, they also have the ability to mutate. Not only that, you will survive, is what I'm trying to get to. These suits will change. These suits will adapt. That's how we operate. This isn't the only planet they run a third-dimensional flesh suit on. Sorry to burst your bubble out there, but there are actually beings out there, planets out there that have beings just like us, human, right? Look just like us, but operate in a more of a higher dimensional understanding while being in a 3D reality. Moving on. Okay, so I express this stuff to you because I can't, we all do our best. I mean, I'll show you in my backyard, right? I mean, I am not taking it hands down. Okay, I'm doing my part to keep Sedona clear. Okay, I do my part, right? I got my Orgone pyramids plugged in. I do my best to clear the air. I know there's an amazing thing in Los Angeles. There's a group of guys out in Los Angeles. Jaden, Will Smith's kid, is one of those guys, part of that group. They did a very good job gridding Los Angeles. Orgone energy, crystal energy, conscious energy for change, truly, right? I express this to you because it's kind of cool through your actions where you can generate who you are and what you believe in through an action that goes around the problem and goes for the solution. And there's something I wish to express. Every single time I get into kind of like an argument with my guides about some of the stuff on Earth, they go, don't try to fix what doesn't work, Ryan, or son, right? Go for the new, go for the solution, right? Go for what serves everyone. And this is my expression or example of what that is. The guys that wish to control this planet just for example, want everyone to watch VHS. Okay. Here's the deal. Once we all get handed Blu-ray players, will we ever watch a VHS tape? The answer is no. We will not. Doesn't even logically make sense. So my thing is that all that fire all my family feels out there, right? All that fire and frustration, that why, what I want to express to you deep down in your core matrix is take action, create the new, stay positive, stay productive, have your integrity and your heart guide your actions, and go around these things. If no one was focusing even negative energy at these entities or situations, they have no power. Turn the power off. Suck that power from them back into the collective. There's no beings down here that have that power over me, my friends. I'm just being completely clear with you. I've seen too much behind the veil. I've seen too much how this place operates, and I've seen too much who really runs this planet. So I'm trying to express to you is, don't buy into the puppets. They're simply unconscious puppets running a 3D program with what they think is their own selfish motivation. Be above that. You are better than that. Listen to your soul, listen to your oversoul, and guide your steps and guide your path with your heart, for that is the world we truly wish to live in. All right, now, love you guys. Keep it real out there. So, here's another product. I did get the link. I'll put this up as soon as possible. This is Detox. Okay, this removes all of the heavy metals from your blood, 12 drops a day. Flush it out. My friends also want me to share this. This is my own personal one. Okay, it's not as shiny as it was when it was brand new. But when I clear in the shower, I use this as the water's hitting me. And a lot of energetic people know that water can clear you. Water can clear the energy, the frequencies and things off of you. I do recommend getting a little filter that goes on your shower head though. Make sure you're not getting hit with that chlorine. And I like to clear in the shower. Okay. For all of you guys that are getting overwhelmed by the static, what I like to do is, I call it the mini waterfall, right? I make a tub, fill the bathtub up halfway, throw in Himalayan salt, right? Get in the bathtub, then flip the shower on. So you're like halfway underwater with the bathtub and the shower's filling up the bath, right? Close your eyes and clear. Clear. It does something when the water is hitting the other water. It does something where it really calms me down and you feel like you're being shielded. So whenever you guys are getting overwhelmed, if you can't get into a natural body of water like the ocean, a stream, a lake, a pool, you know, I jump into a pool, I hold my breath, I just sit there and clear. The water has a huge ability, an amazing ability to clear your etheric body and energy body. So remember that, okay? So just want you to know that I love you guys very much. I will put this up. I will start making these again. I guess people really want these. They go over your shower drain as well. I like it too because I understand that spirits and energy run on water. So for a long time ago, my autopilot said put this over the drain. So when you clear stuff, you know, down the drain, it can't come back up. I like put this right over, and it's cool. The water goes, it runs underneath, and it drains, but it helps you clear it and it helps you drain. I'll make some of those for my family out there. Just message me and I'll take care of that. But I just want you to know I love and support you guys, and yes, we are going through this right now. I actually have some close loved family members that actually just recently had a situation where they got felt under the weather for a week, and of which the respiratory stuff from breathing the stuff in. Just want you to know it is real, and to not respond in a negative, derogatory way. To respond in a more productive manner is the way that we change this planet. This is another example of something, right, in which we can change it and the outcome of it by our actions and our integrities and leading our path with our hearts. My name is Rion. Sorry for the long one today, ladies and gents, but just know that I love you very much, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Peace.